Man, that was loud. Yeah, hello, hello. I would like to call the study session to order and have a roll call, please.
Alderperson Robinson,
Present.
Hurt,
Here.
Maynard,
Here.
Swanson,
Here.
Parker,
Here.
Poulos,
Here.
Healy,
Here.
and Mayor Tomes.
Here. All right. Public comment. Nobody signed up? I take it. Looking at the audience, I don't think that put your name up there. We'd love to hear from you. All right. Seeing no public comment, Mr. McLeod, it's all yours.
There we go. Okay, as we're approaching Memorial Day weekend, we're entering into what the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration refers to as the 100 deadliest days, and especially for teen drivers. As a way to kind of get ahead of this, police department intends to hold weekly enforcement details, traffic enforcement details, using remaining ARPA funds set aside for public safety. The traffic enforcement details that we are looking to perform are going to be on rotating days of the week, focusing on speeding complaints, seatbelt enforcement, and distracted driving. Our intent is to conduct these details at various locations within the city, with an emphasis on high traffic areas and other locations where we're receiving citizen complaints. We also, in addition to that, would like to start with some bicycle patrols in the downtown and surrounding areas. These patrols are going to supplement the officers that are already assigned to the downtown area. So they're going to allow for better interaction with the public and the officers, and they're going to basically just be able to get around the downtown and the surrounding blocks a lot better. The combined overtime costs associated with the 18 weeks of traffic and bicycle details is estimated to be approximately $30,000. We are going to be making sure that we put information out on social media so that this isn't coming as a surprise to anyone. We're really the whole goal here is just to have everyone safe on the roadways this summer. Also utilizing leftover public safety ARPA funds is the installation of some solar powered radar signs in our school zones. We've already got started with this. We have two signs installed, one on 31st Avenue near Eugene Field Elementary, another near 9th Street near Earl Hansen Elementary. We'd like to install 6 additional signs for school zones at Francis Willard, Horace Mann, Rock Island Academy, Washington Junior High, Rock Island High School, and Ridgewood School areas. Once that's completed, we'll be reevaluating the remaining school locations for signs as well. The proposed cost for 6 additional signs is about $26,358. Some of the other schools are maybe a little more problematic to put a speed sign in because they're very residential, or such as Longfield, it's a state road, and I've already had some conversations with the state, and they're not crazy about the idea on their road. So, but we have some other ones that we can see how effective they are and move forward after that. Short and sweet. Any questions about the plans before?
What's the? Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I was gonna say, so in my ward is Washington Junior High, and I know, and I think I share that with Alderman Polis and Alderman Healy, that area. So I know that in the past, when school lets out and the weather gets nicer, there have been some issues with kids walking from there, like to Hodge Park, and just kind of hanging out. Is that like an area that you guys are gonna maybe frequent those areas
Yeah.
where like the junior high and I mean I think the high school kids I think are I don't know and are kind of old enough to know better than to do that, even though they still sometimes do, but I don't think they necessarily are as squirrely as the junior high kids are.
Right.
Mhm.
There are kind of trends that's come and go. At some point, we had everybody, it was kind of like a takeover McDonald's thing for a while. There for a while, they just and go in these large groups. So there's a number of issues that we have around Washington Junior High. Sometimes it's the one ways and the parking afterwards. We always try to focus on that at the beginning and in the school. So we'll definitely be keeping an eye on those.
Um, Good evening. And I love everything that we're planning on doing with downtown. I'm a little concerned about I'm not hearing, and maybe I'm sure you guys have a plan for our hotspots. 14th and a half, 14th, now over off of 24th in that area, over by right off of 7th Avenue. Um, what is our plan going forward with those areas?
Well, we were just starting some conversations today about some special assignments where we're going to have some of our officers in more plain clothes or in unmarked squads, kind of keeping an eye on the areas where we're having a little more serious issues like shots fired. Those are in the planning stages right now. Won't be long before they're implemented. I don't want to kind of
Right.
put too much of that out there,
Right.
but let me just kind of hopefully assuage your fears that they're your concerns that those are in the works.
Well, I know one thing before you guys used to do was with the bikes,
Yeah.
especially in that area, the Longview area. I would love to see that again. Again, I'm all supportive of what's going on downtown, but we have some hot spots in our city that are very dangerous at this point. True crimes that we're seeing records on. I mean, we have the data to prove that. So I just think we really need to put some emphasis into that. Even I would support, partnering with some of the churches or some schools in that area so we can do some of the substations again, just so we can have that heavy presence because we know a lot of the incidents happen in the late hours. So first, second shift, it really isn't the issue as far as, after 12, between 12 and 3. But here lately, we've been having more shots fired during the daytime. Just the fact that we have kids now that are getting hit. So, I know we'll probably have to have more of a conversation offline because you don't want to, of course, say what you guys are doing, as far as the details and stuff like that. But I think the community would like to hear more and see more sometimes.
Well, I'm hoping, as you know, we've started our GVI program.
Correct.
I've been launching that here within the last couple of weeks. We're definitely identifying some of the people that are most appropriate for that particular program right now. We're getting the ball rolling. It's not been to where I can say we're done with this particular custom notification and we're seeing the results. We're having a difficulty locating some of the people we need to talk to. That's part of the problem that we're running into, but we are working on it. And that I think is going to hopefully be effective as a proactive measure beyond just extra patrols and hoping to be in the right place at the right time. We're hoping to just kind of speak with these people that are causing these problems and try to get them the resources to get out of that cycle of violence.
Appreciate it.
I want to commend you. I saw that you guys were riding bikes down at MLK's bike ride.
Right.
That was good.
Yeah, it's a great day for it.
Yeah. So thank you. Continue to build the community relations.
Sure.
Tim, so what is the city doing or the police department doing working with neighborhoods and trying to develop neighborhood watch groups? Is that something that's been brought up or have you been approached by any citizens about forming those in particular areas of the city? Or is this, I guess I always find that as an effective,
Well,
I mean, not,
through my relationship with the Community Caring Conference, I can tell you that's an ongoing process. They could probably speak better to it than I can as far as our staff member, Ashley Harris. He has identified certain areas that don't have existing block clubs, areas that really could use it, and just basically going out, speaking directly with the public. They do a much better job at organizing that, and then we provide those resources if they want to have anybody come and speak, if they want to understand how they can partner with the police departments through those neighborhood watch groups. But those block clubs are probably our best way of getting people together. And I'm a big fan of the CCC, so we just want to keep that partnership going and support them in any way we can.
right, thanks.
Just speaking on that a little bit, because I work hand in hand with Ashley. So a lot of the partying in the parks that we do, the Soul, the Rip Fest, all of that is in concentration to build up the neighborhood block clubs. So we pick those hot spots and we do block parties. We do different events so we can get the Community Caring Conference out into those neighborhoods. They can put a name to the face, and then we can create that relationships. So definitely, community caring conference, we're pushing hard. I'm not going to say we. I'm not on the board, but I'm definitely partnering with them to try to get into those spots so we can have some common ground and how we can work together in those issues. So when things happen, you have an ally somewhere.
Right. And I would just add that after COVID, I think we're all trying to still kind of come back to getting together as a community
Right.
outside of our homes. We're still building back from that. And so that's more important than ever to get these events going on and get these block clubs going. So,
Very good.
all right.
Thank you very much. All right. Is there a motion to adjourn? Moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
All right.
Aye.
Opposed?